Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Wine by the Bay TV. I'm your host, George Machara. We're on location today at my guest's house. I'll tell you a little bit more about my guest in a minute, but I did want to get our sponsor out of the way. I'm wearing a new piece of gear from Goosehead, our sponsor, Goosehead Insurance Company, the Machara Agency. That's mine. Home, auto, life, boat, motorcycle, we do it. We shop the market, 40 different companies for you. In fact, Herc, you were one of the first people that I helped save a little bit of money. I mean, what do we save? About $500 a year, something like that?
Yeah, it was excellent. I thought we were perfectly covered, but obviously this really made sense.
Well, not only that, you had a little oopsie on your driver's license. It's nothing, he didn't kill anybody or anything. It was just, camera person, can you keep the giggling down? My wife, Megan, back there, is going to keep laughing, so let's just excuse her completely. And there's another giggler back there somewhere. I don't know who that is, but we'll just keep her anonymous. So anyway, he had a little oopsie on his license, so because I was able to shop the market, I found a company that really didn't care, as opposed to the one that they were with that kind of cared a little bit, so we were able to save a little bit of money there. So that's enough about business. This is my father-in-law, Il Padrino di Clayton, Herc Pardee. He has been coaching in this area and living in this area for longer than I'm sure he cares to admit. But that's good because he's got a lot of experience, and we're going to talk a little bit about what he's doing. We're going to talk a little bit about the baseball season. The upcoming baseball season is coming. He's going to give us some insights, and he's going to talk about the teams that he's coaching right now. So, Herc, take it away. Tell the folks a little bit about how long you've been in town and what you've been doing, these past bunch of years.
Well, thank you, George. I appreciate that. I'm the JV head coach at Clayton Valley Charter High School. The head coach, Casey Coakley, runs an outstanding program.
Let me see the hat there.
The hat, our finest.
Go ahead,
and
keep talking.
yeah, okay.
I'll hold the hat too.
Actually, our program is doing real well. Varsity is they lost their first game last week, but they've got a tremendous team, and they'll compete for the league and the North Coast Section Championship. Our JV team are doing real well as long as our freshman program. So we've got some real good younger kids. Just basically have a lot of good kids in the program that love baseball, very passionate players, parents, the whole school community. Everything is a positive for Clayton Valley baseball.
Well, I know you're teaching JV and freshman, right?
Well, I'm overseeing both programs,
Okay.
The head JV coach, and we've got also a real good staff as well, working with the younger players.
Okay, so what about varsity? Who's coaching
Varsity, we've got
and what's your prospects?
Real good prospects. Varsity's got a lot of returners. We're hit a little bit with an injury bug. Casey Coakley's the head coach. We've got two players that are assistants, Chris Bodishbaugh and Jesse Medrano, and they have both been in professional baseball. So the players are in real good hands. They're excellently taught on hitting, fielding, and the whole works. On the lower level, aside from myself, we've got Chris Snyder, who does an outstanding job and picked up a former alumni, Scott Malin. So the players are in good hands. They work real hard, and it's just a good program. And that's why I come back every year.
I didn't want to cut you off, but I was surprised when we spoke off camera, quite a while ago, obviously, about how many professional athletes, especially baseball players, have gone through your Clayton Valley programs over the years. Some of them are hitting coaches right now, the Mayshore brothers, right? Am I
they
right
are.
On that? Any other outstandings? Chris Mazza, right?
Chris Mazza,
who's
he's
now
with
pitching in the league.
Tampa Bay. He's with their program. Sam Ray is obviously. I mean, Sam is unfortunately his father's a big Giants fan. Sam is now with the Los Angeles Dodgers, so that was a little tough, but Sam will do a good job. And Damon Mayshore is with the Angels, and Justin Mayshore is a hitting instructor for the A's, actually for Elvis Andrus. So we've got definitely represented in Major League Baseball with Clayton Valley.
Anything else you want to tell us about the program, or should we dive into the MLB predictions? What are you thinking?
We've got a number of players that are signed this year, one to Oregon State. So we've got a real good program. I mean, we've got a number of players playing college baseball as well, D3, 2, 1, junior college. So our players are doing real well at the next level.
That's awesome. Okay, great. So as I promised, we were going to go a little into the baseball season. We're not going to do a 30-minute analysis. We're here to drink wine, obviously. But having had you here and you're willing to donate your time, being that the spring training is starting and MLB is gearing up and everything, I thought we'd just kind of run things down a little bit, get some ideas on how you feel about certain things. Let's start with the only division I give a damn about, and that's the AL East. No comments, Oakland A's fan. Okay, no comments. So we've got the Orioles, Yankees, Red Sox, Rays, and Blue Jays. I mean, who do you think has the best chance to kind of take the division, and who's going to be somebody that's like causing problems?
Well, that's a loaded division. I mean, they got 3-4 teams that are projected to win close to 90 games: Yankees, Red Sox, Rays, and Blue Jays. But since Mazda is with the Tampa Bay Rays, kind of favoring them, but I'm sure another club like the Yankees will come out as a wild card. I know they don't want to hear that. They're so used to winning a lot of championships, but looking forward to maybe Tampa Bay doing their thing.
Well, Tampa Bay is always a problem in that division. I mean, whether they think they're going to be good or not, they pull a couple of pitching prospects out from the minors, and they wind up contending every year. So you're probably right about that. How about the Central? We got the White Sox. We've got the Guardians, and don't even get me started on name changes. Royals, Twins, and Tigers. What are your feelings?
Well, our Chicago connection, the Petersons won't be happy with this, but I'm really thinking the Chicago White Sox are hands down the number one team in that division.
And they're not going to be happy about that? Why? You're going to jinx them?
Well, they're Sox are South Side, and the Petersons are huge Cubbies. We'll get to
Kieran will be happy about that.
Special K will be, no question about it. He will be. But I think the Sox are a runaway.
Okay, fair enough. What about in the West? You got the A's, Megan's favorite team. By the way, how did you let her get out of your clutches? Aren't you a Giants fan?
I am a Giants fan.
So what's the story
He's
here?
also an A's fan.
I'm also a Met fan, sort of, but that doesn't mean anything.
We haven't got to the Mets yet, but that's a good question because, quite frankly, I think we attended more A's games than we did Giants games when Megan was growing up.
So you didn't want to commute, is the bottom line.
Well, it was closer and we got better seats. So that all worked out good. And they were winning.
Okay.
So, the A's had some pretty good runs.
Fair enough. Okay. So in that division, we got the A's, we got the Angels, you got the Astros, the Rangers, Mariners aren't going to be very good this year, right? Mariners are pretty...
Well, our Ballard connection, the Scavings aren't going to like that. But I think the A's are going to be right in there. They haven't totally overhauled, but Houston's going to be tough. There's no question about that.
What about the Rangers? They were on the cusp for a while there, and they seem to kind of fall away.
Well, I believe they've got who's their new manager? I think they've got a new man aboard, Bob Melvin, by the way. No, Bob's with San Diego Padres. But the Angels have a shot. They've made some transitions of free agency. So, but I just don't see anybody competing with Houston. The A's have an outside shot. They could go in as a wild card. If they don't, then maybe possibly two teams from the AL East could be wild cards.
Oh, yeah, that's possible. And we're not going to get too deep into this wild card thing because it's just too many teams. And we're not going to spend 45 minutes on it. Yeah, exactly. I just want to get, like I said, I have you. I want to get your thoughts. Okay, NL East. So we've got the Nationals, the Phillies. My boy over there, I can't believe he's coaching the Phillies now, Joe Girardi. I want to kill myself. The Marlins, whom I hate for a lot of reasons, and anyone that knows me knows why. Then we got the Braves, and of course the Mets. What are your feelings? What do you think? Nationals?
No, I think the Phillies.
I
think they're on the rise. They're well coached. They do a great job. I think the Mets have a shot too. There's no question about that.
Yeah, they're throwing a lot of money around
this
year.
They are tons of money.
Okay.
I think the Mets have been the biggest free agent signing. I mean, Escobar, Kana, Marte, and the big stud pitcher, Max Scherzer.
Yeah, that's true.
They're real solid.
All right, well, we'll see about that. Now, I have a feeling I know who you're going to pick in the NL Central. You got the Cardinals, the Pirates, the Cubs, the Reds, and the Brewers. If I had to bet, I think you're probably thinking Cardinals.
I'm not.
You're not.
I like, as a dark horse, I love the Cubs. I don't know if they've got enough firepower.
Yeah, but you know they're not going to win the division. Come
Brewers. I got to say,
You think
Brewers
the
are
Brewers,
tough.
huh?
Yeah, they're projected to win 94, 95 games.
Okay.
Cardinals, they're always going to be in it. I mean, they make a run. I mean, they made a run last year.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be a real tough one. Our family's favorite team growing up, my brother's Pittsburgh Pirates, are projected to lose 100 games. So I don't think they're... sorry, Papa D. No, my brother Dino's a huge Giants fan, but... back,
he has some Pirate stuff too going on. Yeah, that's true. All right, and then in the Western Division, we got the Giants, whom I'm assuming you're going to pick because You're biased.
Yes.
Then we got the Rockies, the Diamondbacks, the Dodgers, and the Padres.
Mm.
I know a Padres fan. I don't know what his thoughts are. What are your thoughts on the Padres?
Padres,
I mean, every year it seems like they're changing the team around and kind of adding
Right.
new talent and whatever.
now they got a new leader in Bob Melvin.
Yeah.
Let's get that one straight because he is outstanding. And they got a great shot, but there's going to be 3 clubs in that division. You know, aside from the Padres, I mean, you got the Dodgers, Giants, so that might be number 1. That might be the top division.
Okay, very good. All right, so that's pretty much the fun stuff. Well, that's not all the fun stuff. You like wine.
I do.
So we're going to do that. You know, let's take a little break, I think. We'll divide this up into 2 so we don't have too long of a video. So we'll do a little quick pause here, do a little intermission, and then we'll come back and shoot the wine portion of this show.
Go
so stay
Eagles.
tuned. Go Eagles, and stay tuned for part 2.